Hey there, poetry fam. I was feeling a little bit depressed, but I thought some poetry from the Tang and Song Dynasty of China might lift me up. So I'm going to share this with you right now. This is from a poet named Wang Wei, who lived from 699 to 761 BC, AD, a Chinese musician, painter, poet, and politician of the Middle Tang Dynasty. He is regarded as one of the most distinguished men of arts and letters of his era. Chrysanthemum flowers fall alone. The blossoming mountains are calm at night. The moon ascends, alarming birds, the chirp in spring on water white. The next one I'm going to read to you is by Van Shu from 991 to 1055 AD, not BC, we know that now, right? A Chinese calligrapher, essayist, poet, and politician of the Song Dynasty. Powerless are flowers that must wither and fall. It's time for return of the swallows I seem to have met before. This next one is called Seven Bowls of Tea. It's by Tong, who lived from 790 to 835 AD, who was a poet of the Tang Dynasty known for his lifelong study of tea culture. And I thought this was quite an interesting take on tea. One bowl moistens the lips and throat. 2 bowls shatters loneliness and melancholy. 3 bowls, thinking hard, one produces 5,000 volumes. 4 bowls, lightly sweating, the inequities of a lifetime disperse towards the pores. 5 bowls, cleanses muscles and tendons. 6 bowls, accesses realms of the spirit. One cannot finish the 7th bowl, but feels only a light breeze spring up under the arms. This next one is called A Song of Drinking Tea on the Departure of Xingrong, and it's by Jioran of the Tang Dynasty, who lived from 618 to 70 to 907. Can that be right? Yeah, I guess it can. AD, one of 3 major Tang Dynasty poet monks now. The immortal Danghu abandoned eating jade elixirs. Picking tea instead he drank and grew feathered wings. The world is unaware of the mansion of eminent and hidden immortals. People do not know of the palace of transmuting bone into clouds. The lady of Cloudy Mountain blended it in a gold cauldron. How hollow the fame of the man of Chu and his book of tea. Late on a frosty night, breaking cakes of fragrant tea. Brewed to overflowing the pale yellow froth, I sip and am reborn. Bestowed by the gentleman, this tea dispels my suffering, cleansing my mind from worry and fear. Come morning, the emotions of the fragrant brazier remain. Intoxicated still, we walk across the clouds reflected in Tiger Stream. In high song, I send the gentleman off. This next one is called Many People Come to Visit and Bring Wine After I Fell Off My Horse Drunk, by Du Fu, who lived from 712 to 770 AD, poet and politician of the Tang Dynasty. I, Du Fu, the Duke's elderly guest, finished my wine, drunkenly sang, and waved a gold halberd. I mounted my horse and suddenly remembered the days of my youth. The flying hooves sent stones pouring down into Qutang Gorge. Beideqiang city gates are beyond the water's clouds. Bending over, I plunged straight down 8,000 feet. Whitewashed battlements passed like lightning. The purple rains were loose. Then east I reached the level ridge, out past heaven's cliff. River villages and country halls vied to enter my eyes. The whip hung down, the bridle drooped. I reached the crimson road. All the 10,000 people amazed by my silver head. I trusted to the riding and shooting skills of my rosy-cheeked youth. How could I know that bursting its chest, hooves chasing the wind, that racing horse red with sweat, breathing spurts of jade, would unexpectedly take a tumble and end up injuring me? In human life, taking pleasure often leads to shame. That's why I'm feeling sad, lying on quilts and pillows. Being in the sunset of my life only adds to the bother. When I knew you came to visit, I wanted to hide my face. With a bramble stick, I managed to rise, leaning on a servant. Then, after we finished talking, we open our mouths and laugh. Giving me support, you help to sweep by the clear stream's bend. Wine and meat are piled up like mountains once again. The feast starts. Sad strings and brave bamboo sound out. Together, we point to the western sun, not to be granted us long. Noise and exclamations, then we tip the cup of clear wine. Why do you have to hurry your horses, coming to ask after me? Don't you remember Zi Kang, who nourished life and got killed? This next one is called Beneath the Moon, Before the Steps, Gratitude for New Bounties by Li Yu, who lived from 937 to 978. Last ruler of the southern Tang Dynasty, calligrapher, painter, and poet. Beneath the moon, beneath the steps, all cherry blossom has fallen. Enwreathed in smoke, she looks sorrowful, lying in bed. She feels the same regret today as 1 year long ago. Both braids like clouds in disarray. Her face is wan and sallow. The crimson corset wet from wiping tears. But what's the reason she suffers so? She lies in a drunken dream before the window. And lastly, I have a poem called The East Wind Blows Over the Water, The Lover's Return by Li Yu. The east wind blows over the water, the sun sets by the hill. The spring has come, the idleness persists. Fallen blossom is scattered amid wine and tinkling pendants by the rail. She listens to playing and singing in a drunken gaze. The pendants are now silent, her evening wear undone. For what man's sake is she to dress her hair? Her fair appearance too will pass as time slips by. At dusk, she leans alone upon the railing. I hope you enjoyed this Tang Dynasty poetry. It lifted me up. I hope poetry lifts you up. I hope you enjoy visiting with me. I enjoy visiting with you, poetry family. And oh, I forgot the flowers. I brought flowers for the video and I forgot to use them. So here's the flowers. Have a good evening, poetry family. Mwah.